Kaplan is our NFL insider on SportsGrid. You can catch him across the board on all kinds of shows. And then again, he does the most damage on Coast to Coast, just like he oughta. And you can follow him on X at Kaplan NFL. Almost 30 years covering the NFL. Who needs anyone else on this network, as I said earlier today, when we have Adam Caplan handling our pro football for us? I've heard all of the experts, and they all bore me. Then there's Kaplan. And not only that, on Fridays, he does bust a cap in yo ass spread picks for NFL games, which is unequaled by his peers on any network anywhere. The best show on TVC to see. Here we go. Today, Adam busting out his moves for divisional picks. He's going to give us all of his picks to win divisions. And we start in the NFC East, Adam, where, of course, you're homerized milquetoast, I'm sure, and taking your Eagles.
It's funny. The Eagles were about 2 months ago minus 110 or minus 120. Now they're minus 150 to win the NFC East. And look, it's very clear. They're the best team in this division. I'm not saying they're the best team or even close to it in the NFC, but they're the best team in the NFC.
No, they are.
And they're going to try to win. And not only try to win, but just dominate this division where we have not had a repeat winner since 2004. You got two new coordinators, right? That's the big thing. More professional. Guys, I'm told, are buying in. The Eagles are the clear favorite at minus 150. The Cowboys, with all their turmoil with contracts, injuries in the secondary, they're plus 170.
Yeah, but what does a contract negotiation have to do with winning? The bottom line is that they win 12 games 3 years in a row, and they are loaded, and Lamb is unstoppable, and Prescott's better than Jalen Hurts.
Lamb, he holds out. He's back. Yes, he got his contract done. Jerry Jones takes his shots about what happened last year in the playoffs at home against Green Bay where they got blown out. Yeah, they're a good regular season team. But I worry about the Bland injury, the Deron Bland injury. They've got injuries in their secondary. Remember, Diggs coming back from the ACL injury. They've got problems in their secondary. The Eagles are the clear winner here at minus 150.
Why, in God's name, do you have faith in a team that melted like an ice cream cone last year? And that was the worst. It was an abortion, is what it was.
Lost 6 out of 7. Got embarrassed at Tampa Bay. But what they did is they got two new coordinators. They got guys who've been there and done it with Vic Fangio on defense and Kellen Moore on offense, and that's what they had to do, get guys who've been there and done it and been successful.
Let's go to the NFC North, where you and I are in concert here.
I'm not going with the chalk. The Lions are plus 130. They're the clear favorite. Everybody's darling. I get it. They've been phenomenal the last 2 seasons, but I like the Packers at plus 210. Why do I like them? Changing defensive coordinator. They're changing schemes under Jeff Hafley, the former Boston College head coach. They're going to a 43 front. I like it. I like their front. I think this actually helps them. They were very soft on the Joe Barry, not aggressive enough. I was told too finesse. This is going to be exactly what they need. You know how great their offense is. We've been singing the praises of Jordan Love now since mid last season. They're going to shock the world at plus 210 and win that division.
I couldn't agree with you more. Let's go to the South, where today Carver High broke the news to me that Joey Prawns, one go for the two, Joe Lisi, is calling for the Carolina Panthers to beat the Saints on Sunday in the game of the week in the NFL. And I said I would rather be in a Turkish prison than watch the Panthers and Saints game. Yeah. And I want to know, who do you like in the South?
All right, again, I'm not going with a chalk. Everybody's darling now. It's the Bears and the Falcons. The Falcons at minus 140. They're the clear favorite. I'm going with the repeat division winner here to be the Bucs at plus 300. They smoked the Eagles in the playoffs. I get it. They have a new coordinator. That head coach now is in Carolina. That coordinator's who was with the Bucs last year. Dave Canales is now the head coach of the Panthers. Liam Cohen comes in from Kentucky. You might remember him and Baker Mayfield worked together with the Rams for a brief period. They revamped their secondary. This is a well-coached team. This is another one. They're just a value, Scott, at plus 300. The Falcons are not a value at minus 140.
I agree with you again with the Buccaneers. And I said earlier on the show that they were an interception away from upsetting the Lions in the playoffs. Baker threw a bad pass and they lost. They could have won that game, coulda, woulda, shoulda. Let's go to the West, where you have who winning?
Yeah, I like the Niners at minus 200. Trent Williams got his deal done today, right? He reported he got his restructure done. They took care of him. Ayuk's got his deal done. Everybody's there. They're actually going to be pretty healthy for week 1 against the Jets. They're minus 200. That one is clear to me. I don't see the Rams, who overachieve every year, without Aaron Donald, by the way, plus 325. They're in second. But the Niners are the easy call at minus 200.
So he's the number 2 coach, allegedly, McVay, in the NFL behind Andy Reid. And you
Phenomenal.
say that they I guess overstay their welcome winning games or something. All I know is I like the Rams at that fat price. I'll be counting money with my tongue when they take the division.
Well, I'll say they're not, but here's what they will do, and we'll talk more about this on Thursday. You might like their over total and their win total. Nobody believes in the Rams this season.
That's too bad. You know what I believe in? The Niners having all kinds of injuries. That's what I believe in. The AFC now, like all these grandiose people think it's just such a walk in the park for the Niners and Chiefs right to the Super Bowl. Yeah, until that injury bug comes around the corner and bites you in the ass. That's what I'm hoping for. Anything but those two. Anything but those two. Let's go to the AFC East.
The Jets, I know it. Carver doesn't like it. A lot of people don't agree with me. Jets have one of the best rosters of the National Football League. Their quarterback is back. If Rodgers plays just 15 games, okay? If he plays at least 15 games, they're winning that division. They are plus 160. I love them. And by the way, it's tight. The Bills are plus 180, but I like the Jets to win at plus 160.
I'll tell you what. I'll take Rodgers to be able. I'll take the over that he can play over 15 minutes this year, as opposed to 15 games. Give me the Dolphins at plus 225. AFC North.
Ravens, man, this one's also tight between them and the Bengals. The Ravens are plus 125. Bengals are plus 165. I love the addition of Derrick Henry. Now, am I going to pick them to get the Super Bowl? No. But I like the Ravens at plus 125. I like everything they've done. The only issue is a new defensive coordinator in Zach Orr at 31 years old, a former linebacker for them. That does worry me a little bit. But they're the clear favorite at plus 125.
I won't argue with you, but when the Steelers win the division and at 7-1, I'm counting that money. I'll take you out for a steak. The AFC South.
The Texans at minus 105. Man, what a year it's been. And this time last year, people were saying, will they get over 5.5 wins? Well, they've got the best roster in that division. And by the way, a tight division, very competitive. Colts at plus 325. The Jaguars, who choked, lost 5 out of 6. They should have won it. They're plus 300, but the Texans, the obvious favorite, and that's my team at minus 105.
I'm not going to argue with the Texans. They're loaded. I think they'll win on the road in week 1 as well. Let's go to the West. Gee, who do you have here?
Chiefs at minus 300. How are they not minus 500? They're so obvious, but so many people think the Chargers are going to go over that 8.5 win total. Chargers are plus 375. Now, we'll talk more about them on Thursday. They're the hype team to go over their total at 8.5. I don't see it year 1. All sorts of injury issues and revamped defense. But the Chiefs are the most obvious favorite of all divisions at minus 300.